Today, we're gonna make the ultimate Piña Colada. Now, up until today, the most advanced Piña Colada that I've ever had was from this book, which is Tropical Standard by Garrett Richard and Ben Schaefer. But today, we're gonna make an even better Piña Colada by taking one of the steps in this book and then revising it. And this tweak, this upgrade, if you will, well, truthfully, it's not even coming from me, it's coming from him. Several months ago, we combined the Tropical Standard Piña Colada with the Tropical Standard Strawberry Daiquiri to make a Miami Vice, a delicious Miami Vice. And shortly after that video, Garrett Richard shared with me an update to how he's now making the Piña Colada behind the bar at the Sunken Harbor Club in Brooklyn. And lucky for all of us, it's just a tiny little technique, a tiny little change to the recipe. No need for additional equipment or even any additional ingredients. To make this Piña Colada, you'll need a saline solution, Angostura bitters, frozen pineapple chunks, pineapple juice that's been acid adjusted to lime juice, a coconut mix, rum, and a little bit of xanthan gum. The coconut mix is 50 bricks, and this is a blend of 3 parts Coco Lopez to 1 part coconut milk. This lowers the sweetness and allows you to use more of it and still retain a lot of that coconut flavor by adding that additional coconut milk. It's 425 grams of Coco Lopez, that's 1 can, plus 142 grams of coconut milk. Since a traditional Piña Colada only gets the acidity from pineapple juice, which is not very acidic, the drink can be overly sweet. Often you'll see lime juice added, but that makes it taste like lime. So here we're gonna acid adjust our pineapple juice to match the acidity of lime, retaining the full pineapple flavor with the acidity of lime. You're gonna need 100 milliliters of pineapple juice, this is fresh, and you're gonna add in 3.2 grams of citric acid and 2 grams of malic acid. In addition to ice, we're also going to use some frozen pineapple chunks. Or are we? Because the new technique, well, this pretty easy new technique, is about the frozen pineapple. The book calls for 60 grams of frozen pineapple chunks, but what we're going to do is we're going to take those frozen pineapple chunks and stick them into the refrigerator for at least a few hours. This is the way Garrett Richard is doing it now, and he shared that he's doing this for a couple of reasons: dilution and flavor. All of his frozen cocktails in this book are set up to control dilution. By freezing and letting thaw the pineapple, you'll remove some of the water in the pineapple, and you're also going to be concentrating those pineapple flavors. He also shared that you could refreeze the pineapple if you wanted to get the drink even colder, or freeze your spirit, the rum here, beforehand if you want to make this drink as cold as possible. Now, if you're skeptical, I can understand, but you will be removing a lot of water, which I'll demonstrate right now. If we pour off the excess, you're getting at least half an ounce of water per 60 grams of frozen pineapple. To prepare for this drink and future drinks, I just freeze 120 grams of pineapple in these Ziploc bags. That way I can easily make 2 drinks without needing to measure or weigh out the pineapple when making the drink. The xanthan gum is here to keep the drink emulsified. If you think about a Starbucks Frappuccino, the milk, coffee, and the ice, they just never separate, even when the drink kind of melts. That's the work of xanthan gum. And you always want to make sure that when you're using xanthan gum that you follow the recipe, because too much will ruin the texture and make it slimy. Now, since I'm using a full-size blender, I'm going to double this recipe to make 2, but the measurements I'm going to share with you now are for 1. Start with 5 drops of a saline solution, 2 dashes of Angostura bitters, 60 grams of frozen pineapple that's been thawed, half an ounce of pineapple juice that's been acid adjusted to lime, 1.5 ounces of a coconut mix, 1.5 ounces of Scarlet Ibis rum, and we're gonna blend everything except for the xanthan gum and the ice. Next, I'm gonna add in 1/4 teaspoon of xanthan gum. Finally, I'm going to add in 170 grams of ice, and yes, I am weighing this. And there you go. the ultimate Piña Colada. Seems like I should start with no straw. Let's try it. Apparently, I'm going to drink the whole thing and then I'll tell you about it. It is first and foremost just like pineapple, like pure pineapple. It's not really Dole Whip, but just a delicious cold pineapple. When you look back at historic Piña Coladas, the first use of that word was that I've seen is from Cuba in the early 1900s, which was really just pineapple juice that was frapped so well that it turned into, I believe the newspaper clippings say it was opaque, almost looked like milk because it was whipped so well with just frozen pineapple juice. And that's what this tastes like. And the rum there it's not supposed to be a huge, intense rum. It's supposed to be something like a gold Puerto Rican rum in the background. And the book even says you could also use, I think, Don Q Gold. And the coconut mix here, it is in the background, which that is a big thing that changes it from taking it from like a big sweet coconut drink to more of a real pineapple drink. And then having that acidus pineapple juice, it doesn't really come across like a tart drink at all. It's just like nicely balancing it out. And it's less creamy and more icy in a good way. And that's where all of the ice, measuring the ice, controlling the dilution, that all makes sense, because if you just try to make something that's icy by using more ice, you're gonna have a super diluted drink. And this is not diluted at all. And with the xanthan gum, you can just enjoy this drink all the way to the bottom. It's gonna stay that nice consistency. This is my first time making it stand alone. I did have a taste of it when we did the Miami Vice, but it wasn't something I was really paying close attention to. So what is, I think, special about this is it's not your typical pina colada, but it's not like some crazy departure from it. It's like back to the basics of pineapple juice, delicious, cold, fresh pineapple juice with a little bit of that coconut in the background and some rum as well, and just balance out. And I forgot that there was Angostura in here too, and Angostura has that ability to help balance out drinks when they need it and when there's sweetness involved. So that's it for this one. This is, I think, deserving of the title, The Ultimate Pina Colada. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like below. If you want to support this channel more, go check out the Patreon page. Otherwise, see you on the next one.